grizzly, sir? If you would be so kind, don't go around smearing my good name, sir. But yes, it is most definitely a game.
That's unacceptable! Using a tank to kill people who can't fight back is a game?
Of course! The lives are the chips, Miss Lieutenant. If they're lucky enough to escape from the tank, they win my chips. A bounty of gold so vast that the dullards would never figure out how to spend all of it. Sad to say, none of our contestants has ever actually won the game and claimed the prize.
You monster! You were born into Imperial nobility, but that doesn't give you the right to manipulate people's lives. You're disgusting! A puny tyrant in your own little world!
Bravo! You're an incredible orator, Lieutenant.
What?!
Hoslo here is a former elite trooper of the Empire's Armored Cavalry, and he has quite a few interesting stories about the army.
There is a story among elite cavalry troopers about the intelligence division creating a propaganda unit with a bare handful of people to divert more funds for itself.
I understand it's a warm and cheerful unit that dispels people's criticism of the Empire. And to think you pull it all off by performing token acts of war relief. Isn't that really what the pumpkin scissors are, Lieutenant? Mostly for show? Wait, was the title of today's play Administrative Guidance, perhaps? Winning hearts and minds is a difficult enterprise, isn't it?
Some more difficult than others, you filthy snob. Lord Viscount Walkins, we are placing you under arrest for aggravating the damages of war against your own people!
This little act of yours was fun for a while, but now you've become an annoyance.
Oh, boy.
It's time for another game.
So, if we're so cheerful and easygoing, why in the hell are we out here staring down the business end of a tank?
I don't want to play.
I sure hope you can see everything, Miss Lieutenant. I've made sure you've got a first-class seat for this afternoon's game. Hey, Scissor Boys! I'm feeling generous today, so you get 5 minutes to run.
Well, that sounds fair to me. Let's get out of here!
Ah! Araldo! We're sitting ducks if we all run together like this. Why don't we use our energy counterattacking the tank with these instead?
That's stupid. Bullets from these rifles will probably bounce right off the tank. That snooty little bastard would probably get a kick out of us trying it. That's why he let us have them.
Fine, you're right.
Soldiers this time. It's been too long since I've had prey worth hunting down.
A situation like this dictates that an intelligent soldier runs away. Ta-da!
Guess they don't call you the stockade escape artist for nothing.
Okay, big man, let's see those shackles.
What, me? But what about you, sir?
Well, I don't plan on dying today, but I'm not planning on you dying either. It wouldn't look good if I let my first ever subordinate die, would it?
I get it. All of you filed the complaint. You wanted the army to come here, didn't you? If you want this to end, shouldn't you point your guns at the Viscount instead of me?
But he's a member of the nobility. Servants like us can't point our guns at someone like him.
You're saying you can't do it because he's nobility? What are you afraid of?
There is a legend in the Armored Cavalry, Master. Any foot soldier carrying a steel blue lantern is not your ally, and whatever you do, do not make him an enemy. That lantern is a furnace that feeds on that soldier's soul.
Enough! What kind of miserable fairy tale is that? Absurd! No one can challenge a noble. Challenge me? This is my time, a noble time.
Corporal Oland, what Vulcan said about us doesn't matter at all. Section 3 is still a military unit, and you know, no one can choose what class they're born into, but we can choose how we live, or die trying. That lantern there, was that thing from your old unit? So, what did you say they were called again, Corporal?
They were the 901st ATT.
Alice Melvin. Sound familiar? I'm the third daughter of one of the 13 grand houses of the Empire.
You're part of a royal family?
Yes, I really am. So who do you want to point those guns at now?
Now then. Which one should I kill first, Hoslow? Huh? What the hell's going on?
Shoot for your pride, girls, even if it's only one bullet.
Wow!
Lieutenant!
The nerve! I shouldn't have fed them after all.
There! Now, run away!
Olin!
That idiot!
Nobles. Commoners. State Section 3. The 901st Anti-Tank Troop. That's their full name, sir. I understand now. How you were born doesn't matter. What's important is how you live.
Did you see it? I took him down with one shot!
And they will be heralded by the blue light of the Will-O-the-Wisp.
Are you trying to put me to sleep with that bedtime story again?
Reload. You can't afford to play around this time.
Fire! That ought to take care of your Will-O-the-Wisp.
Reload! For the love of God, reload!
What is it, Hoslow? An ancient monster? Some sort of poltergeist? Hoslow? What is he?
You can burn out their eyes. You can even tear out their arms. But they will never stop advancing. They will disregard their own lives and attack in point-blank range. They have marched away from life itself to pull a trigger that brings death. They are the legend of the battlefield. The Phantom Warriors of the 901st Anti-Tank Troop. Guided by the Will-O-the-Wisp. The bringers of death. Gespitz-Jäger!
Reload. That's right. I can reload. No, it's useless. No matter how many rounds I fire now, I can't hit him. Up until now, they've all been running away. Okay, you win the game. Can you hear me? Hey, you win, okay? You've won the game. It's over, all right? Please don't shoot. I'm a human being, see? Not a target.
Corporal! Are you all right? Hang on, I'm coming!
Ah! Ah!
I won't let you die! Oland, you're back. Did you do that to protect me? I'm sorry.
You traitors! Do you really think you've beaten me? What will getting rid of me really accomplish? Will the famine stop when I'm gone? Will the epidemics disappear? Well, they'll just...
We'll take our chances. You pompous bastard!
Perforated left eardrum, left trapezius partially torn, 3 floating ribs broken, cracked scapula, and an assortment of other minor injuries.
So, how'd you manage to pull that off without killing yourself, big man?
After all this time, I'm just used to it. Maybe it should bother me if the world isn't going to change, but...
The world, huh? And I suppose you can see the future from all the way up there? With that attitude, you might as well be Vulcans.
Oh, this is addressed to everyone in Section 3.
You have our deepest gratitude for your generous help the other day. Afterwards, we took
some free time and decided that each of us would be better off in our own hometowns. Of course, none of us really know how we should live from now on, or if we're even going to be happy in our new lives. But we'll never forget the lesson you taught us, milady, and the pride that brought us together that day. The recognition that even people like us have something worth fighting for. We'll keep moving forward from that day with our heads held high and carry on as best as we possibly can.
The answer isn't that far off. The future's right in front of you. That's the reason we fight.
Right.
The war corrupted our society and spread its evil throughout our land. However, there is a unit here which vows to reverse the damage and corruption of war. And that unit's name is the Imperial Army Intelligence, State Section 3, Pumpkin Scissors.